DJ and has been for many years now. She's come to tell us about her story. The reason why I wanted Jamz to come and tell her story is because she's a fine example of what following your dreams is all about, and although she may not be at the end of her journey, she's been on this journey for many years and she hasn't given up, and it's just about kind of giving you guys that hard evidence that once you get started, that's like the best decision you can make. So do you just want to tell us a bit about yourself, your age, how long you've been DJing, where you're from?
Cool, I'm 23, from South East London. I've been doing radio since I was 18, so about 5 years now, and I've like physically been DJing for the last year and a half probably. So yeah, so it's all been like a combination of stuff. Do shows once a week on Represent, and I started to do some stuff with BBC Radio 1 Extra, and on the side of that I work in production at Radio 1 and 1 Extra as well. That's what I do.
So what made you get into the industry?
I went to the Brit School, and I did media there, because I actually initially wanted to be a TV presenter. I was like, that's what I wanted to do. I was like, I'm going to be like, June Sarpong. That's what I'm going to be like. And then, so I went to the Brit School, and it was like the moment that I walked into the radio station bit that they had, I was just like, oh my God. It was like, like when your eyes just open, I was like, what is this? It's incredible, oh my God, and I want to like, make radio. And I've always grown up listening to radio, but I never, it was just something you did. Like, you record from pirate stations in the car, Monk have choice on, do you know what I mean? That was, and that was just something that was just part of my daily life, but I never really thought of it as a career until I was actually in a radio station myself. So started off at the Brit School, working there, and then when I left there, I was like, convinced that this is something still what I wanted to do. I still wanted to do the TV stuff, but it was sort of like the radio was sort of going like that over the TV stuff, and got a job at Radio 1 and 1 Extra within about 9 months of leaving college, and then started working there. And then I kind of thought I didn't want to go to uni. Because I don't know why, and anyone that does go to uni, I really commend you, but for me it was just at the time I just wanted to get out there. I was so eager to get into the world, so I kind of felt like being at Radio 1 and 1 Extra was my uni. So
you was learning.
Exactly.
Do you think there's a lot of help to get you into the industry, or is there any, if someone wakes up and thinks, I want to be on radio, or I want to DJ, or I want to do, is there a lot out there for you to kind of get into that field, or for yourself, did you just feel like you kind of got lucky with the BBC gig that you got?
I think, because it feels like such a long time ago now, I think now it's a lot more easy. There's so many community stations and so many intern schemes that are going on. I think it's almost like you have to kind of put it out there when you start seeing stuff, and you do have to investigate these sort of things. So, we've got Represent in Peckham. There's other, loads of community radio stations. I guarantee in your area there's a community radio station, and it's really weird when people say, I want to get into radio, and they'll be like, hey, so do you do radio, and do you listen to radio? And mostly the two answers are no. So it's like,
it's a bit like how,
so you have to really, definitely say investigate, but I think that right now, I think it's more easier than it has ever been to get into any sort of media, because there's a lot of youth training schemes.
What's your biggest inspiration?
Oh, my biggest, I got 3, if I'm honest, and I think it's that I take like combinations from all of them. I'd say Trevor Nelson. I think he's one of the most successful black broadcasters of pretty much all time. He knows his brand, he knows what he has to offer, and he's been able to grow with his career. So, from starting out on Kiss as, a crazy DJ, to moving up and becoming mature and doing like, the sort of like, I think it was the Commonwealth Games they did, being able to grow. Another person is Annie Mac. I'm a massive fan of Annie Mac and her work, and I think as a female DJ, and not as a female DJ, as a DJ, she's incredible, and how she's managed to create a brand as well. And then lastly, Diplo is someone that I'm massively inspired by. Again, the brand is phenomenal, it's international, and there's not many people who don't know who Diplo is.
Do you find, you touched on the female there, do you find there is any stigma to being a female in the industry, or do you feel like we have come a long way as females as a whole, that it's not just male dominant in in that field, or do you feel that it held you back in any sense, you being a female, or do you feel like you've ever been treated any differently, like you're not expected to do as good of a set as, let's say, like a male, or do you find that
I think we've come a long way, and I do think that there's a demand for female DJs at the moment.
Yeah.
But then I kind of feel that on another hand, like, okay, like, it could be something as simple as someone saying, oh, what do you do? I'll be like, oh, I DJ. But do you mix though? Well, yeah, of course I mix. Like, why would I not mix? Because you wouldn't say that to a guy, so that kind of like irks me a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think that we have come a long way.
Because how long have you been how long have you wanted to break through the industry? Since you was 18? 18, so that's like 5 years ago.
Yeah, 6 years
ago. At any point, 'cause that's a long time, you know, some people, when they embark on a journey, and I know many of you guys at home, I'm always saying to you, follow your bliss, follow your bliss. It doesn't happen overnight. And I guess we can't stress that enough, that it does take consistency, hard work, tears, a lot of knockbacks, and there's going to be times when you probably feel like, why am I bothering? Have you ever come at a point where you've kind of nearly gave up, or you've been really down?
I think as a creative, you always have, it's constant. You're always like, okay, one month you might be like, oh, I'm nothing here, like, and then the next month you're like, I'm nobody loves me.
Nobody knows who I am.
Yeah, what am I doing?
Who am I?
Yeah, literally. So it's, you know, it's always waves, and I have had a lot of knockbacks. Like, I probably every year get a knockback, you know, from the radio side, in terms of progressing. But I think now I can kind of be like, I like being the underdog. Like, it's cool. Like, knock me back, I'm good, because I kind of like that feeling of rising back again. I enjoy that energy. But I think the moment I have, you know, everyone, I think I'd be lying if I said I haven't felt like it was like a part. So I'd gone for, it was the first show that I'd actually gone for properly, that I'd done a pilot for an extra. And
so that's on One Extra?
Yeah, so I did a pilot for it. It's for like an early breakfast weekend show. And at the time I thought my pilot was the Bang Bang. It was so sick. But it was very much like, hi, I'm Jamz on BBC Radio 1 Extra. You know, and you've heard my stuff now, so you know I don't
do not like that at all.
Yeah, so I think, but at the time I thought it was the best thing ever. So it goes in stages. So you have one stage you do the pilot. So I got to the stage of doing the pilot, did the pilot. The next stage is like the bosses will listen to it and decide if you do another pilot. And I didn't get past the bosses, and it was hard because I worked there as well, so you know, it's a bit weird. So I got called into the office, and they were like, you know, one of my mentors and my boss, Rob, was like, Jan's really sorry, you know, you've not been, you know, successful this time round. We just didn't feel that you were ready. And I was just like, like the tears were so real. Like, it was embarrassing because why am I crying in front of my boss? But you know,
it's your passion.
He didn't know what to do, you know. Someone reminded me of it the other day. They were like, do you remember when you was crying in the toilet? And I was like,
you're like,
no, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
But, you know, I did. And then, you know, Rob would come out of the office and be like, oh, mate, I feel like I've broken her heart. Like, what have I done? Like, you know, obviously, that, it just was, you know, it wasn't my time. And I wasn't as good as I thought I was.
Yeah.
So that was the moment that, you know, I did feel like, I did have that feeling of, it was kind of like a passing thought, like, should I? Oh no, forget about it, just keep on going. Do you know what I mean? But
no, that's good. It's commendable that you've carried on, and I guess that's the main reason why I brought Jamz here today and asked you to speak with me, because I think people, like I said, underestimate that you do get told no. You do get people that say no, and obviously you battle that voice in your head
already, yeah.
And it always, you know, resistance is there to say, who are you? You're one person, how can you make a difference? But you are, and I think it's so commendable that you've carried on, and I've known you for a while now. I mean, I used to do music.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember you interviewed me in, I think it was Sydenham.
Sydenham, yeah.
And it was in a basement. It was like downstairs, I remember.
Yeah.
It was like really
That's real community, right?
Real community. It was kind of like, really, but we had a laugh and we enjoyed it, and that's what I think it is, you know, that's your stepping stone, and that's why it was vital for me. I really wanted to catch up with you and see where you was now, because I remember you then, and I guess that time when your boss said no, it's not no, you're not good, it's no, you're not. Where do you see Jam Supernova in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, I think it's an exciting time for me. I think, yeah, it's a really exciting time. I think a lot's going to change even in the next couple of months, but so I just signed a management deal with Turn First to look after Rita Ora, Ellie Gold and Iggy Azalea, and I'll be their first DJ, so that's exciting, and I know that's going to change a lot of things over time.
Yeah.
So the next 5 years, in an ideal world, and what I'm going to work hard for is I do want to have a show on a national station. I would like to be an international DJ that travels the world. I kind of see myself like not really living anywhere. Like one day I'm in Vegas, turning up with a residency, next day I'm in Amsterdam, Paris, you know, all around the world. I want to like be on the road. And then of course a label discovering new future fresh artists and just creating and helping to push that amazing future sound that the people that I've been supporting from day dot.
Yeah. So that is Jamz's story, and I think it's so commendable that you carried on when you've been told no. You know, you're on your journey, you're not at the peak. You've said that you just spoke about where you want to see yourself. You don't see yourself, you're going to be like a kind of like a hippie, like a music hippie, just spreading the energy around.
A suitcase, it'll be fine.
It's the best way sometimes. Do you have any words of motivation? I know you said that you've got to be better before you can be bigger.
Yeah.
Do you have any motivation for people at home?
I think, yeah, definitely that's a big one. A wise man once told me, why do you want to get to the top of the mountain so quick? Because once you get to the top of the mountain, you know, the only way's down, really.
Yeah.
You know, being better before you get bigger. So really like hone your craft, and it has to be like every single day. Do you know what I mean? Try to make yourself better. I mean, there's not a show that I've ever done that I've not listened back to.
Yeah.
I listen back to every show.
Yeah.
And sometimes I can't sleep until I listen back to it and I'm like, I shouldn't have really said that. Okay. Oh, I like that link. But I don't like that link. Do you know what I mean? Like really, you know, my mixes, listen back to everything that I do. So hone your craft. And listening to other people, you know, if you want to do radio or music, people don't want to listen to nothing and listen to myself. But you sometimes have to, I'm not saying listen to your mates or listen to someone that's in your sort of peer group.
Yeah.
Maybe go back and listen to someone, you know, listen to the John Pills of the world, or you know, the real musicians. Go back and listen to like Marvin Gaye. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you can't not be inspired by that.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I say, do you know what? Unless you're a nurse or a doctor or a kind of like surgeon person, our jobs as creatives, we're not saving lives.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important to remember that and just to have fun with it, because realistically, when I'm on radio, I'm having fun. Do you know what I mean? I'm offering a service that is to provide entertainment. That should be fun. When I'm DJing, I want to make people dance and have fun, so I need to be having fun.
Yeah.
So don't take yourself so seriously.
Just enjoy the journey as well.
Yes. Stop, reflect, keep moving.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I brought Jamz on again. I'll just reiterate what I was saying earlier. You know, we get told no all the time. You get pushed back. Nothing ever is easy. Like Jamz is a perfect example. 5 to 6 years now. It's taken her from the basement, the ghetto basement, into like, you know, like a real established radio station. And I think it's commendable. It's amazing. You're not even at the peak. You're not at the top of the mountain yet. And I hope you're having fun along the way. I mean, I just think that it's very vital for you guys to nurture your talent, nurture your bliss, nurture your craft and work on it. And when it's ready, it will be ready. And just have faith and trust your struggle, trust your no's. Like you said, you just got told no. You've trusted that now. You got told no for a reason.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it's very vital for you guys to have that faith within yourself, and it doesn't happen overnight. Do you just want to quickly tell them where they can hear you and listen, and Twitter, Instagram, all that sort of thing? Yeah,
so all across all my socials, it's Jam Supernova, JamZ Supernova. I have to spell it because some people put the S in there, some people put the A in there, it's all good. And then that's on the Twitter and the SoundCloud. You catch me each and every Monday, 7 till 9 PM on Represent. We focus on future fresh alternative sounds. And then we also put the show up on SoundCloud, so if you don't catch it live, don't worry. SoundCloud is probably where I'm there every day on SoundCloud, find me there.
Wicked. Well, that's us for today. We're wrapping up. I hope you've enjoyed Jamz's story, and I hope that it helps you in some way, whether you do want to get into the music industry, radio, presenting, or anything with that field, but even in general, your dreams and your aspirations in everyday life. I hope this is kind of giving you an insight that, you know, she is a real human being. It's real, like she's on her journey, and I hope that you don't feel deflated when you get told no, because we have to keep pushing, and that's what it's all about. So there's a big thank you from Pick Me Up Inc. If you have anything that you want to ask Jams, write into us. I'm using a different email at the moment because my email's down. So it's yasminpickmeupinc@outlook.com. If not, hit us up on the Insta or Twitter. It's all Pick Me Up Inc. UK. And thank you. So I hope to catch up with you soon in a year's time.
Yeah, I think we need to switch up the surroundings. We'll be on the Shard.
The Shard,
yeah,
champagne.
Yeah, champagne campaign. And then in 5 years I'll see you on the yacht.
On the yacht.
P. Diddy.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.